Welcome back to Cooking with Michelle. I'm Joel Gilly. We have Michelle Estrada from the North Carolina Cooperative Extension. She is the Family and Consumer Science Agent. I got it right.
Yes,
I got it right.
did.
Here at the Cooperative Extension. So, Michelle, your everyday job is to teach people food safety, healthy eating. There's a lot of stuff that you do, classes, but today we're going to be learning about another healthy recipe.
Yes, a wonderful recipe that is called Zesty Veggie dish.
Awesome. First step always is to wash your hands. So I'm going to wash my hands while she talks about the recipe.
And I think Joel is going to really like this recipe. It has wonderful flavors. It looks like a party in here because it's full of colors. So I'm sure that you will love it too. And for this recipe, we're going to need a red bell pepper and an orange bell pepper or a yellow bell pepper. We're also going to need some chile poblano. We're going to need a lime. We're going to need an onion, a sweet onion, or any onion actually that you have at home. And you're going to need a zucchini, a yellow squash. We're going to need some corn, and you can have fresh corn, frozen corn, or myself, I got it from a can, so that will work. We'll also need some queso fresco. We're going to need some olive oil. We're going to need some minced garlic. We're going to need cumin, oregano, salt, pepper, and cilantro. And I think I covered everything.
Awesome. So what's our first step?
So what we're going to do first, we're going to start cooking, or we're going to start cutting the onion and the poblano pepper. So
Okay.
whatever you want to do first.
Doesn't matter. Have we done a poblano yet?
I think so. And that's very similar, like when you were doing a bell pepper. So for the onion, we need, let me see, yellow squash. Okay,
Half fourth of a cup.
Okay, no, that's,
Oh, that's
cilantro.
cilantro. Never mind.
Oh,
None of
you
us
see?
can read today.
One small sweet onion. So
So
the whole thing.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're gonna cut it in half.
And just one thing that you forgot to do.
Cut it at the bottom.
Yes,
I
that's
know.
right. And that always helps you. Like I said, it's safer when you're cutting vegetables if you have, oh, don't cut that side.
Why? Oh, you're right. Sorry. It's been so
Scaring
long.
me today. I know. You haven't been cooking at home, or what's wrong?
I don't know.
Or you just buy your chopped onion?
pre-chopped onions.
Pre-chopped. Okay, that's fine.
Oh. The onions, they're getting to me.
Oh no! You see, it's because you are not getting used to do it anymore. You're good.
I know. I just realized that I cut the whole thing
Yes.
on that side.
It's okay.
It's all right.
Today you're not going to pass the test.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
not
not.
skills test.
I am not.
So what I like about this recipe, and it kind of gives you the measurements about like how big you need to chop all your vegetables, but I really like them small. So can you do small onions?
I'll try my best. Oh no. So we're just gonna do it normally?
Yes,
Small onions.
small onions. So we're gonna chop the onion. Uh-oh, what happened there?
I didn't go all the way down. I was trying to make it so incredibly small
And
for
this
you.
is a wonderful learning experience. So
I love it when she prefaces things like that. She's like, here's what Joel did wrong.
okay.
This is a great time to learn from Joel's mistakes.
So you're gonna notice right now that
Joel is not doing this right.
Joel is having a hard time.
You know what? As long as the onion gets cut.
That's right. But it's harder for him right now because he has to hold the whole onion, right? And when you're gonna see when he cuts this one that the root is here and is holding all the other pieces, it's gonna be so much easier.
Yeah. We didn't quite
It's okay.
get it even that time.
I was just teaching a cooking class for the summer, for one of our summer camps, and they were asking me why I didn't cry when I was cutting the onion. So that is one of the reasons why we cut it this way, because the less you manipulate or the onion, the less juices that are going to come out.
Interesting.
So let's watch.
Or don't.
Or no.
Or don't watch. Just don't. No, it's fine.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, that's right. Everything is under control. You see how it's holding everything together?
Yeah.
So it's so much easier to cut it this way because when he was doing it the other way, like the whole onion was coming apart. But now look at him, just like a chef.
Yeah.
He's just showing up today.
Yeah, okay.
So he's doing the dons and dos. Right?
That's what it is. I'm messing up.
It's on purpose.
On
Everything
purpose.
was planned.
So that y'all know what not to do.
That's right. No, I really think it's because he has not been practicing, because I can tell. I think your poor wife is the one that is cooking all the time now.
I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. So let me move all these in here. So we're gonna save this a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what happened there.
Definitely wasn't anything that I did.
Okay. Oh, that's what you don't do, right?
No. This is what you don't. This is from that first onion.
That's right.
You just break it apart. Mm-hmm. In the words of Bob Ross, these are just happy little accidents.
Yeah. And nothing happened.
Look at that.
That's perfect. So the next thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna cut the poblano pepper.
Yeah, if we have done a poblano, I don't remember it.
Okay,
So
that's fine.
We're going to let you teach us.
Kind of like the same thing when we're doing bell peppers, but in here we will not cut the end of the pepper. So we're going to just cut
the bottom end.
The bottom, sorry.
Because you just cut the end.
That's right. I see. Now he's like, okay, so now I got it. I did it wrong the first time, but today we're teaching you the wrong
right
things.
and the wrong.
And that's right. So now what you want to do, you can just cut in here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, like basically
So
the
it
same
very
thing.
is like very much like a bell
So
pepper.
we can just put this in the trash, all the seeds, and then you're gonna have a few
Stragglers.
Those are the ones that they don't want to go. Okay.
Now, are these seeds hot?
So
Or you just don't eat them?
normally, I will recommend you to use gloves, right? I don't have a problem.
She says that now.
Yeah, but it's not like. Can you smell that it's hot?
No.
And normally it will like these are not. When I used to buy them in Mexico,
These are not Mexican
they are not.
poblanos.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So they were hot, and I was not able to touch them. I always remove the veins, but in this case, I don't.
Okay.
So we'll be fine.
Okay.
Do you wear contacts?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, just wash your hands really good.
So we're gonna do this the same way, like just.
Just yeah, that's perfect. And maybe a little bit skinnier.
Well, I was
Just
gonna go back and.
oh,
cut it.
okay.
I'm just kind of like
Okay, and we can also use this.
getting this into like manageable sizes here.
Yes. So for the chile poblano, we're gonna chop it too.
Okay.
And like I said, if you smell the chile or the pepper, if you smell the pepper that is really hot, I would recommend to remove the veins.
So that size.
That's perfect. And you're gonna see. I'm gonna start turning on the heat, so that way we're gonna start cooking the onions and the garlic and the pepper. So that's basically what it's gonna be like. The base of our the flavors are gonna start coming out. So we're gonna put the olive oil in here. Okay. I love this recipe.
It looked
I
amazing in
hope
the
you
photo.
like it. So one of my favorite things in Mexico is to eat like corn in the cob or esquites. So every time that I eat this recipe, I feel like it's not exactly esquites, but
What is esquites?
Esquites is you basically put all the corn in a cup and you add cream, or it's not sour cream, but or cream that is not sour.
Yeah.
And then you put queso fresco and some hot sauce.
Mmm.
Oh yeah, it's delicious.
See, I thought
right
the
now I'm
picture,
like, and
the
normally,
picture kind of looked like a Mexican street corn,
right.
kind of.
I think and you also put lime. So this recipe is kind of like inspired on like street corn. And of course, in here, the corn. I don't know if I told you this before, but when I just moved here and I tried corn, I was like, what is wrong with this corn? Because it was too sweet.
Oh,
so
yeah,
we don't
yeah.
have sweet corn in Mexico. So when I was trying to make esquites in here, it didn't really taste good because it was too sweet. Now I'm used to the flavor, but in the beginning, it was not.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You may cut this too? Is that why that's laying there?
Yes. We can use that.
No poblano left behind.
No, it is so good. And like I said, even when it's a little bit hot, it's in the mild peppers, so it's not really a problem. So we're going to start by putting the garlic.
Garlic.
And if you want to get also the onion. So right now we're just going to put the onion, the garlic, and the pepper. And I'm going to lower the temperature because remember we don't want to burn the garlic. And this is another recipe that you're going to cook the recipe according to the texture that you like. And you know the smell is already
Garlic.
here. Mm-hmm.
Garlic just does it.
Mm-hmm. So now what we need to chop is the zucchini or the bell pepper. And I'm already helped you with the yellow squash. So. And we need kind of that size, like a half inch.
So I'm just gonna dice it and then cut it up.
I would say cut that in half.
Oh, you mean to go that way?
Mm-hmm. Cut the
Yeah,
other
cut
way.
this in.
Mm-hmm. And then cut it in half. That way it's easier for the other way.
The other way, like this?
No.
What are you talking about?
This.
Oh.
And now you can cut it in half, and it will be easier. And that way you can kind of cut that, and yeah, it will be, you will have to do less cuts that way. And this is a great appetizer, or you can also use it as a side dish.
Yeah.
Whatever you wanted to use it for. I think the fish will go really good with this.
Yep.
I see that you have all your attention to that zucchini.
Trying.
Now you're showing your skills, showing off your skills.
Just
Your
trying
knife
to make
skills.
up from earlier. All right.
Okay. And now we're doing that. And I don't know if you heard me earlier, the recipe calls for an orange pepper, but I only had a yellow pepper, so
It's all good.
I think that will work.
All good.
Mm-hmm. And we always talk about like how children can help in the kitchen. So one of the things that I taught about this summer like how to, of course, how to use the knife, but I also gave them scissors. And I'll just keep, scissors in here in the kitchen that I sanitize and everything. So they cut it the way that you're cutting it, and then with the knife. And then they chopped small pieces with the scissors. So even very small children and very young children can help us in the kitchen. And they love to cut peppers with scissors. They were making a fiesta salsa, we call it.
Yeah.
So it was a great experience for the children because many children, they think that bell pepper is hot or spicy. So they have the opportunity to learn that that's not true. And we, of course, we always talk about eating a rainbow.
This is a rainbow.
Oh, yes, definitely it is. I think our onions are looking really, really good. So I'm just going to keep it in low. So we want to be sure that they look translucent, and then our garlic is not burning. And like you see in here, there's not a lot of work other than the chopping.
Yeah, it's really not.
And this is a wonderful recipe if you're growing a garden. Because sometimes, especially when you're growing a garden, you may have a lot of zucchini, a lot of yellow squash. So this is a good way to use your yellow squash and zucchini.
All right.
Okay, so before we add the zucchini and the squash, and we had one more thing.
Lime?
No.
Do you need me to cut the lime, or you want to wait?
No, yet.
Okay.
We're going to add the cumin and the oregano.
Okay.
Okay. And now I'm going to mix everything, and then you can add the squash.
Okay.
The zucchini, the squash, and the pepper. And we have the red pepper that I'll help you to cut.
I appreciate that.
You can add it right now.
The squash?
So again, this is kind of like similar, yes.
Zucchini?
Similar texture, and that's why we are adding them together.
Yeah.
And with the pepper, we may want it to, pepper is, takes a little bit longer to cook.
Go ahead with
But you can add it because, again, this is about the textures that we want. And look at these colors. This is just amazing.
Look at that.
Okay, so we're just gonna, if you want to keep stirring.
You got this.
Okay.
I'm going to do your job today.
Oh, thank you.
Start tidying up, dropping stuff in the floor.
I'll do it.
No, I got this. I got this.
So, so for right now, we just need to let it cook for a little bit longer.
So when do we add our corn in?
Because that is already cooked.
Wait
we're
till the
gonna,
end. How about salt and pepper?
The salt and pepper at the end.
Okay.
And remember, when we add salt and pepper at the end, it will hold the flavor. Because sometimes if we do it in the beginning, depending how long you're cooking and things like that, but. And you can actually, if you don't want to add any salt, because you have high blood pressure or things like that, if you're adding cheese, the cheese, queso fresco, has
sodium.
A lot of. So if you have to.
Good point. You already want me to stir now?
You can.
Feel
So
bad
we're-
making you do all the work.
I know. I thought you were coming to help me. So we're going to kind of cook a little bit, like 2 to 4 minutes right now. And again, this is more about
We want those veggies to get soft.
the texture that you want. Like some people, they like the zucchini very soft or the squash very soft, but it depends on your preferences. and then we'll add the salt and pepper and the corn.
So we'll see you guys in a couple minutes after this stuff is a little bit softer. All right, so we've had this on maybe 2 or 3 minutes. It hadn't been too terribly long. And we're happy with the consistency of our veggies.
Yes.
So,
and they're going to cook for a little bit longer until we add the other things. So, you want me to cut the lime or you want to cut the lime?
You can go for it. That's fine.
Okay, we'll cut the lime. And then you can just add, I think for the lime we needed to, 1 lime.
Okay.
And that's the combination between the queso fresco and the lime is what I love. So, yes.
All right.
Okay. Then we're going to add the salt and pepper. And if at this point you're kind of happy with the texture, we can go ahead and add the corn.
Oh, okay.
We'll add the corn, we let it warm a little bit, and then we'll cut the heat.
This right here, I mean, just look at the colors.
So pretty. So, you don't like cilantro?
I don't. I can eat it a little bit.
We have cilantro.
If it's mixed in, I'm good.
Okay. So we can also add the cilantro. And I think, I remember that you told me when it's cooked, it's better for, okay.
We'll see.
Well, look at how pretty.
So pretty.
It is so pretty with the cilantro. So wonderful colors. And we know that the more colors that we get, you know, we're covering all the vitamins, all the minerals that we need.
Yep.
So this is a wonderful recipe for that. And you stop when you want.
I'm good if you are.
It's up to you. You're the cook. You're ready to eat.
Let's do it. And we're just going to top with queso? Okay.
Yes.
So we're going to move over here and do a little plating now.
And normally with queso fresco, you don't want, this is not a
melting cheese, yeah.
Yes. I guess that's what it's called, queso fresco, fresh cheese.
There you go. All right.
Let me see. Oh,
Let you do the topping there.
So good. Okay.
All right, I'll give you
change
that.
This. Thank you.
Then I'll make me one.
Oh, and it smells delicious. This was so easy, right?
It was super quick.
Quick and almost like a free recipe if you have a garden.
Exactly. That's a good point.
Are you
So,
ready?
bon appetit.
Buen provecho. What'd you think?
I say this every time, Michelle. This is amazing. I'm literally planning on making fajitas tonight for dinner.
Okay.
And I think this may be my side dish tonight.
I think so too.
It's so good.
And you know what's the best part?
Tell me.
The nutritional facts. So it serves 4, but it's depending how you use it. Like I say, if you have an appetizer, I think it will look so cute in those small cups.
Yep.
The serving size is 1 cup. I think you can get more than that. 285 calories. Total fat 13.6, but the saturated fat is 4.1 grams. So really good in fat.
Yeah.
Basically, the fat is coming from the olive oil and the cheese.
Cheese, yeah.
cholesterol 20 milligrams, sodium 560 milligrams, carbs 32.2, fiber 5.5, very good source. Total sugars 8.4 and protein 13 grams.
That is like super good. It's
Love it.
delicious. Like you said, if you've got a garden, there's a good chance you probably got
All
half
the
of this stuff,
ingredients.
all the ingredients.
I think you just need, well, no, maybe you're growing onions.
You're probably going to
too.
have to go get this queso fresco.
Queso fresco, maybe cilantro. Well,
Yeah.
no, you can grow your cilantro.
You might
too.
have your own cilantro. This is really good, though. It's a super quick recipe. I mean, it took us, 15 minutes to prep this?
Right.
It was nothing at all. And it's so good. Side dish, appetizer.
Delicious.
It's going to reheat well. I say it every time, but this one's a good one. This one's a good one. Give this recipe a try for yourself at home. Tell us what you think about it. If there's something you'd like to see us try here, you got a question about a recipe, feel free to reach out to Michelle here at the Cooperative Extension here. They're at the Maxwell Center. And unless you got anything else, I'm going to go finish this.
No, I cannot wait to see you next time.
We'll see you guys next time right here on Cooking with Michelle.